My teenager is about to go to their first festival. Should I be worried?
I think it's like anything. We need to set them up to be able to cope with whatever they're walking into. So festivals, they can be fantastic because, let's face it, they're pretty heavily invested in keeping everybody safe. And they're probably safer than your average city centre on a Saturday night. But if you're sending your teenager in and they're completely and utterly naive and have no idea how to handle themselves, how to look after themselves, then ultimately you make them vulnerable. So we need to be talking to them in advance about, how are you going to look after yourself? What would you do in this scenario? What would you do if you lost your friends? What would you do if you lost your tent? What would you do if your phone won't work? Because the chances are it won't, because the network in that area will be overloaded. We need to talk to them about drugs, about that they now can get drugs tested at a lot of the big festivals. But even then, getting a drug tested doesn't mean it's safe. So it's having conversations with them about how they're going to handle themselves, what they would do to get themselves out of trouble if trouble came around the corner. But also giving them the idea it's going to be really fun, make the most of it, but just be aware that these are some of the pitfalls. And there's a whole Teens and Festivals podcast on the website if you want the full lowdown.